Just months ago, Cenat stood at the top of the streaming world. Millions of viewers, record-breaking subathons, and every brand begging for a collab. But fast forward to now, and it feels like the internet has turned on him overnight. His fans are roasting him in comment sections, fellow creators are calling him out live, and every move he makes seems to spark another wave of backlash. The once untouchable face of Twitch is suddenly being labeled arrogant, selfish, and out of touch. Some say his ego has gotten bigger than his empire. Others claim the fame broke him. And behind the flashy streams and viral clips, Kai himself seems more defensive, more emotional, and more isolated than ever. So, how did one of the most beloved streamers of this generation end up here? Surrounded by controversy, bleeding support, and fighting to defend his reputation. The truth is, there isn't just one reason. There are many, and each one tells a different part of the story. Today, we're breaking down 13 explosive reasons why Cenat is being hated right now. From the public betrayals to the failed apologies, from shady brand moves to accusations that cut way deeper. Stick around, because the full picture is way more dramatic than you think. Reason 1. The Jinxie walkout. It was supposed to be a chill Clash Royale collab with Jinxie, something lighthearted for both fan bases. Instead, it turned into one of the most awkward livestream moments of the year. Jinxie kept trying to run a friendly AMP tourney, but Kai wasn't locked in. He muted, shifted focus to his own IRL content, and just left the collab dangling on Discord. No heads up, no wrap up, just gone. Jinxie realized mid-stream that he'd basically been ghosted in real time, and ended the stream early to hit the gym. Within minutes, clips spread across Twitter, TikTok, and Reddit. Chat spammed Kai, and the moment burned his rep for being unprofessional.
A tournament? Cause I think that'll be fire, bro. Like if y'all play each other.
Echo? Who's echoing? Kai, fix your shit,
it might
bro.
be me. Wait, is it better now?
So go to your account, go to social, and then go to invite friend. That's a yellow button. Click that, and then you copy.
Hey, anybody in the chat want him?
Anybody, your account.
Anybody?
Oh, choose the player name.
He's single.
What the f is this?
Wait, it's
All right, chat. I'm gonna go to the gym, bro. I don't even know what's going on. All right, I'm gonna see y'all boys, bro. I tried to set up a tourney. I don't know.
Reason 2. The apologize after the ratio optics. If Kai had owned it right away, maybe the moment would have blown over. But viewers noticed the apology only came after he got cooked online. It didn't feel genuine. It felt like damage control. To fans, it wasn't just about disrespecting Jinxie. It was the pattern. Kai only makes amends when the backlash gets too loud to ignore. And once people start thinking your apologies are just business moves, every sorry sounds hollow. A walkout is one thing, but when the narrative shifts to ego and clout chasing, that's when the internet decides to turn a mistake into a character flaw. But that wasn't the whole story, because what came next wasn't about a game at all. It was about charity, and the drama turned the stove to high.
Kai, what am I doing? Why does it say Kai? No, tell Jinxie. Matter of fact, no. Okay, yeah, I'm going to Jinxie, bro. Tell Jinxie has something playing IRL, but I'm about to do a one-on-one. Tell JC I'll do the one-on-one with him. I didn't want to do the IRL. I ain't gonna lie. I told him not to do IRL. Tell JC I didn't want to do I'm not doing the IRL. I'm not. JC, end it for real, oh God.
Reason 3. The $150 to Team Water storyline. Out of all the controversies, this one spread like wildfire. Commentary videos, live stream chats, and endless Reddit threads repeated the same claim. Cenat only donated $150 to MrBeast's massive Team Water campaign. Now, whether that number is accurate or not, almost didn't matter. In the court of public opinion, the damage was done. People saw a multi-millionaire streamer, the face of Twitch itself, giving what looked like pocket change to one of the biggest charity drives of the year. It fueled the narrative that Kai was stingy, selfish, and more interested in optics than impact.
A mission to give 2 million people all around the world clean water. This village in Malawi now has clean water, impacting over 1,000 people.
Including Logan Paul, who had one of the most dominant performances at SummerSlam this weekend, and Queso, both of which dropped $100,000 to charity, to the Team Water charity. Train wrecks, FaZe Banks, Logan Paul, and a couple of other people from the Aiden Ross livestream that promised to donate $2.3 million worth actually did.
Reason 4. The refusal to join the stream. But it didn't stop at the donation. The internet was quick to latch onto speculation that Kai refused to even appear on the Team Water charity stream because Aiden Ross was involved. Suddenly, it wasn't just about money, it was personal. Fans called it petty, saying Kai let a grudge get in the way of a cause bigger than him. Mr. Beast himself eventually stepped in to tell everyone to chill, reminding fans that no one is required to donate or show up. But by then, the narrative had already stuck. Kai was ducking out of charity, and the reason looked more like ego than principle. Reason 5. Aiden's $400,000 call-out, and then came the knockout punch. Aiden Ross went live and dropped the line that made headlines everywhere. He would donate $400,000 to Team Water if Kai matched it. It wasn't just a challenge, it was a public dare. Instantly, the spotlight was back on Kai. Was he going to rise to the occasion and prove everyone wrong, or stay silent and confirm the stingy accusations? No matter what he did, the internet already made it a lose-lose situation. The clash turned philanthropy into a scoreboard, and Kai's name was permanently stamped on the drama. When charity becomes a competition, even the winner can look bad. But for Kai, the internet decided he was the loser before the game even started. And if people were already questioning his charity moves, the spotlight only got harsher when his own promised project came under fire.
X does 400K, Train does 400K, Beast does 400K, Ado does 400K. We need 5. If Kai Cenat does 400K, on God I'll do 400K. Locked.
Okay, but only
What is that? 5? That's 2 mil. That's 2 mil. That's beautiful.
Kai Cenat gotta go 400. I'm in. On God.
Reason 6. The Nigeria school updates. Promise versus patience. When Kai Cenat first announced he would use his record-breaking subathon earnings to fund a school in Makoko, Nigeria, the internet hailed it as one of his biggest W's. It wasn't just talk. During Mafiathon 3, he doubled down, confirming a multi-million-dollar commitment that made headlines and boosted his image as a creator, using his platform for real change. For a moment, it looked like Kai was proving his critics wrong. But then came the silence. Months went by with little to no updates. In the internet age, where audiences are used to live progress bars and daily receipts, the absence of transparency left a vacuum. And the internet always fills a vacuum, this time with accusations of performative philanthropy. Critics argued that Kai had cashed in on the praise without delivering the proof. Supporters clapped back, reminding people that building a school in another country isn't instant, that big projects take time, permits, and logistics. Eventually, construction footage did surface, along with fresh confirmations that the funding was real. Still, the perception stuck. The hype was moving faster than the receipts. In a culture where fans expect progress updates like Twitch sub counts, philanthropy itself is judged by whether you can show the progress bar. And when the bar doesn't move fast enough, patience turns into doubt. And speaking of progress bars and numbers, the next firestorm wasn't about charity at all. It was about suspicious spikes on the streaming dashboard and accusations that things weren't adding up. Reason 7. Viewbotting allegations around friends. If there's one thing streamers hate, it's being accused of faking numbers. And when XQC pulled up stats on stream showing sudden spikes in viewers for Kai's associates Reggie and Rakai, the accusations came hard. He pointed out what he called suspicious chat validation rates, massive view counts paired with almost no activity in chat. Clips of his breakdown flooded Twitter and Reddit, sparking the narrative that Kai's inner circle was inflating numbers artificially. Whether or not Kai himself was involved didn't matter. The headlines and wiki entries stamped it as Kai's circle might be botted, and suddenly, his reputation was tethered to the suspicion of fakery.
30% validated viewer? I mean, you have to be kidding me, right? When the number is like that, it's just no good. Like it's not. And you compare some of these other guys. Sometimes, yeah, it's what like it's up and it just doesn't add up. That's motion, brother. 37% validated viewer, bro. 30% validated viewer? I mean, you have to be kidding me, right? Brother, that's less than 30%. Bro, that's 31% validation. Bro, 31% validation. That's not motion, that's counter motion.
Reason 8. The defensive rants back at XQC. Kai could have let it slide or calmly addressed the data. Instead, he went live and clapped back, not with receipts, but with emotion. His rant about patterns of hate and people always trying to tear him down only fueled the fire. To fans, it looked like self-defense against unfair targeting, but to critics, it was pure deflection. And if there's one thing the algorithm loves, it's streamer beef. The feud stretched the controversy for weeks, keeping the view-botting label attached to Kai's name, even when the facts weren't clear. When the numbers look messy and the response is emotional, people don't look for evidence. They assume smoke means fire. And while that feud burned hot, another controversy was already glowing on the horizon. This one plastered across the Las Vegas sphere in giant neon lights.
No. Y'all saying cap. I'm being dead ass. Reggie don't be on Twitch. Bro, oh my God. Okay, hold on. Reggie is not on Twitch. This nigga's really a hood nigga that's just live. Do y'all understand that? It looked like you dicking, gang.
It's probably not fine-tuned, now that I said it though.
No, hell no. I don't think SQC fell off. Fuck no. Hell no. SQC did not fall off. I'm just saying, nigga. This is how it may look.
Okay, respect that. I respect that.
That wasn't even a sneak this, so don't even try to do that. But I'm just saying, bro, like, don't.
I fell off.
Don't what he got going on.
Fair enough.
You feel me? And this is no diss. I'm not dissing nobody. I'm just saying how it looks on the outside perspective. You feel me? But like, I'm pretty sure Felix knew all of that.
Well, I'm just confused on how that it's about him. I literally singled him out as like, it's not part of the problem.
Reason 9. The undeserved icon chorus. When Epic Games unveiled Kai Cenat's Fortnite icon skin, his face wasn't just in the game, it was towering above Las Vegas on the massive sphere. For many, it was a surreal moment, proof that Kai had crossed over from Twitch streamer to cultural icon. But almost instantly, backlash hit. Critics flooded social media claiming Kai didn't deserve the honor because he wasn't a true Fortnite main. He wasn't known for grinding the game like Ninja, TFUE, or Speed. To them, it felt like Epic had handed the keys to someone who hadn't earned it. The debate got even messier when Ninja himself chimed in. Instead of piling on, he defended Kai, saying there are creators with icon skins, and then there are icons, and Kai is an icon. That one line turned the spotlight back on the community. Was Fortnite celebrating gameplay dedication or sheer cultural impact? For Kai, what should have been a milestone victory turned into yet another controversy. The Sphere reveal became a split-screen moment. Some saw a generational streamer breaking barriers, while others saw corporate favoritism and hype over substance. And when fans stitched this Fortnite spectacle to the earlier Team Water backlash, millions for a skin, pennies for charity, the outrage machine found its perfect narrative. But the next set of accusations went even deeper than gaming or money. They struck at Kai's character, his faith, and the way he reacts to anything that challenges him. Reason 10. The Ayo clips with Ray and Rakai. During Mafiathon, a clip of Kai reacting to streamer Ray and Rakai sitting close together blew up across social media. His exaggerated Ayo response was clipped and shared millions of times, sparking accusations of homophobia. Some viewers called it so disheartening to see someone with his influence react like that. Others defended it as harmless banter, saying it was just Kai being Kai. But in an age where every word gets dissected, the moment carved another wedge into his reputation. Was he just joking to entertain or normalizing jabs that punch down?
Nah, bro. Hey, yo! Nah, bro. Come on, bro. Hey, yo!
Reason 11. The Lil Nas X tirade. Then came an even bigger firestorm. When Lil Nas X dropped his controversial single, J Christ, Kai unloaded on stream, blasting the video as blasphemous and disrespectful to God. Clips of his rant went viral, and outlets logged how far he went, framing it as less about belief and more about hostility toward queer art. To critics, Kai wasn't defending his faith, he was weaponizing it. To defenders, he was simply standing up for what he believed in. Either way, the tirade painted him as someone eager to go nuclear whenever queer expression crossed paths with religion.
No! Oh my dad! Yo, Lil Nas X, you could eat my whole... I hate that, bro. No, that shit just popped up in my head, bro.
Reason 12. selective Christianity claims, and when you stack these two moments together, the IO clips and the Lil Nas X takedown, you get the recurring accusation that won't let go. Kai's Christianity is selective. He cites it loudly when it fits his bias, but goes quiet when it doesn't. That's why critics call it performative Christianity. Fair or not, once people think your principles shift with convenience, every new move gets judged through that lens. Because once the audience decides your morals are selective, they stop looking at your intentions and start grading everything you do as hypocrisy. And that set the stage for the final straw, a brand partnership that critics said completely misread the room. Reason 13, the Target partnership during a DEI rollback. When Cenat announced a brand partnership with Target, it should have been another easy W, proof that mainstream companies still saw him as a cultural force. But the timing couldn't have been worse. Target was already under heavy fire for scaling back its DEI initiatives, and many saw Kai's deal as tone-deaf. On one side, fans defended him, saying he had every right to secure the bag and keep stacking business wins. On the other, critics accused him of selling out and partnering with a brand at the exact moment it was walking back commitments to the very communities he often claimed to represent. Brand controversies don't usually dominate headlines on their own, but this one fit perfectly into an existing narrative. Kai chasing the money while ignoring the bigger picture. It wasn't just about Target, it was about what Target symbolized in that moment. And with all the other controversies swirling around him, this partnership looked less like a milestone and more like another misstep. Add this brand drama to the Fortnite optics, the charity noise, and the religious hot takes, and you get the perfect recipe for outrage. A storm where every move, no matter how small, fuels the perception that Cenat has lost touch with the very audience that built him. And that brings us to the bigger question: how did all these moments combine to flip the internet's love for Kai into something closer to open hostility? When you step back and look at all 13 reasons, a pattern starts to form. It isn't just one mistake or one bad headline. It's the way each controversy stacks on top of the last. Live disrespect, hollow apologies, charity optics, numbers that don't add up, brand deals that feel tone-deaf, and reactions that come across as defensive instead of accountable. Fans once saw Cenat as untouchable, the underdog who rose to the top through charisma and hustle. But now, many feel they're watching ego replace authenticity. The love that built his empire has morphed into suspicion, frustration, and even hate. Every apology sounds like damage control, every brand deal looks like a cash grab, and every defense feels like deflection. The truth: some of these criticisms are fair, others are exaggerated, and a few are pure internet rumor. But in this era, perception is reality. Once the audience decides you've lost your way, every new moment gets judged through that lens. So where does Kai go from here? He can double down, keep firing back at critics, and let the controversies keep defining him. Or he can shift, over-communicate, under-promise, and start letting his actions speak louder than his reactions. Because right now, the world isn't asking if Cenat is still at the top of the streaming game. They're asking something far more brutal. Has he already peaked? And is this the beginning of the fall?